Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, and there's a lot of you that's new, this is a battle report. What's a battle report? Well, you buy your models, you build your models, you paint your models, you put them in a list and you throw dice and play games. And that's what this is. So for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so for today, I'm chucking Aeldari on the table. I was trying to print something to add into the list. I had a few misprints, so I had to take out the list and add other bits and pieces. It's not the list I wanted to take, but you know, these things happen. And Mark's going to bring Leagues of Votann. You would have seen from the thumbnail. I'm very keen, very excited for this list. As always, I'll bring you down and show you my list and go through my initial battle plan. And then I'm going to Mark's because the table's very, very busy still. Too much going on here. I don't want to move it, have the game, then have to move it all back, of which some of it won't come back onto the table for another week or so, and then there'll be, so I said, no, let me just come to you and just do it that way. But yeah, I've got an interesting list today, very interesting list. I'm going to bring down, show my list and go for my battle plan. Right, so my list consists of Warlord and Autarch with the Death Spinner pistol thing. He has the enhancement that he lets him to change one dice roll to a 6. You know, for nothing, instead of using the fake dice. He's leading the unit of 10 Guardians with a Bright Lance. Their initial role is to sit on my home field objective, for them to generate a fake dice per turn, for him to give me a command point per turn. So I get 2 command points, so I can really start spamming out stratagems. I have this unit here, which is 10 Guardians, with a Warlock. This is going to be Votann, what's his name? Votann Aeldari, I think his name is. That's what I'm going to run him as today. He's the one that gives me 3 additional fate points at the beginning of the game. I'm going to run him, see what he's like, and if I like him, I'll probably put the model anyway because it's a fantastic sculpt, but I might get the model and just start to include him in the list if he does really well. I have for Wagan with a unit of 5 fire dragons. Now, sorry, these guys, their mission is they're going to be set up in front of these guys and head towards the central objective. That's my mission with these guys. Because it's Bright Lance. Bright Lance is it's like a laser cannon, but it does d6 plus 2 damage. So it's it's quite good. These guys, their main mission is to go to the central objective, and when they get there, then for the Guardians to go off elsewhere. But these guys are going to be moving in the Wave Serpent. Okay, they're going to be joined by 5 Banshees because the transport capacity for this, I think, is 12, and there's 6 and 5, so it's 11. So there's plenty. Well, it could be 11, something like that, but there's enough for them to go into it anyway. These guys are twin-linked Bright Lances. So the Warlock has the enhancement that allows him to re-roll one of my fate dice per turn. So 1 fate dice from my pool, I can re-roll that, which is nice. I've got a Spirit Seer. He's going to lead a Wraith Lord. Now, some people will say, why don't you put him with Wraith Blades or Wraith Guards? This is very, very cheeky. He has the enhancement that if his unit kills an enemy unit, he generates a fate dice. Okay? The Wraith Lord's ability, when he kills a unit, he generates a fate dice. So if the Wraith Lord kills a unit with him leading him with his enhancement, they're going to generate 2 fate dice, which is absolutely savage. He's got 2 Bright Lances, 2 Flamers. Flamers because when an enemy tries to get close to him or tries to deep strike near him, he can actually just then flame at them, and not to worry about the blight lances. I don't really have a plan for them, for these two. Initially, they're probably going to come forward and try and just ping some long range shots off at whatever vehicles are there. Hopefully, they can nip enough wounds to kill it, and then generate 2 fate dice for myself. I have a Death Jester. His plan for him is a lone operative, so he has to be within 12 inches to target him. His plan for him is to get to an objective and just sit there. If it's safe to sit there and just keep hiding there and just keep generating points, then just do that. If not, then try to move off and ping off. Try to take out small units and stuff like that, because he has 3 different abilities on his weapon. In the shooting phase, I picked one of them. I think one is ignore cover, one is precision on his weapon, and the other one is sustained hits D3, I think, or sustained hits 3, something like that. So that's his plan. I have 2 units of striking scorpions. Now, and not ignore Corandros at the back there. He's just going to be a normal scorpion because I can't seem to find the other scorpion. I do have 2 units of 10. I can't seem to find the other one. So he's just going to stand as a normal scorpion. Their plan, they infiltrate. So their plan is to set up on as many objectives in no man's land as possible, just to hold them and make him, Mark come to me. Now this venom here from the Drukhari army isn't going to be a venom for this game. I'm going to run it as a viper for the Aeldari, just to see what it's like. It has a bright lance as well, so just to see what it's like, and if I like it, I'll probably get a couple anyway, because it's just for the fun for the army. But it might make an appearance if it does well. Avatar of Kahane, never leave home without him. His main mission is to go straight up the middle of the table and keep pushing for the enemy's objective in their deployment zone. If he gets to the middle of the table and there's no really real targets for him to get there, to go after really, then he'll just stay on that middle objective until another unit comes there, then he'll move off to go something else. If he does go on a rampage, then I'll just keep pushing forward with him. And last but not least, a unit of warp spiders. Again, these guys, what I want to do with these guys this game is try and move them from my deployment zone to cover, and then flicker jump them and start picking off small units and stuff like that, because they have torrent weapons, D6 shots each. The Exarch has 2 of them, so it's 66 shots. They're also hitting, and they have devastating wounds. So they can really, pump out 4 or 5 dev wounds per shooting phase, which is quite nice. So that's the plan with them. But also, if I flicker jump and I do damage or whatever, and it's Mark's turn, he moves his guys, I can play Phantasm on them at the end, stratagem at the end of my movement phase, which allows them to move up to D6 inches. So I can move them out of harm's way if I need to, and force the charge through longer for him. Of course, then when he charges, I can then overwatch, because they're also hitting. So these guys are just to be a nuisance as much as I can, picking up the small units or just get into his backfield, just be a nuisance there, awaiting the arrival of the big man. So I'm going to pack up, I'm going to head over to Mark's and get set up and run through Mark's army, and we'll start going from there.
So I have these guys have to go on still as well. Broken attached Iron Master. Then I have 4 Sagittars with 2 squads of Hernkin Pioneers split between them. I have a Cal in Deep Strike with 10 Einhir Heartguard. They all have Vulcanite Disintegrators and the Power Fists. Then I have a Hecton Land Fortress with 5 Berserkers inside, and then I have 3 squads of bikes, the Hernkin Pioneers. And then I have a squad of Hernkin Jaegers holding up the middle of the board. Okay.
Yep. Cool. Do you want to explain for my viewers, like what you explained to me about these guys?
So basically they die very, very quickly, but the trick is that my entire army has Scout, and what was happening to a lot of Votann armies was the fact that if people had infiltrators, they would just set straight up in front of 9 inches in front of my whole board edge, my deployment zone, and then you couldn't use your Scout move at all to get out. So basically I've measured out a certain distance to be able to stop you guys coming in, making any Scout moves yourself, then allowing myself the space to move up with my Scout move when the time comes.
So we're going to roll for first turn and come back and see what happens. Right, so I went first. I moved everything up. Scorpions moved over so they can charge these guys. Moved the Viper up. All these guys up. The Scorpions on this side just advanced up to the wall there to try and flip the objective off of him. I'm going to go into my shooting phase now. Right, so my first turn shooting. We killed the 3 bikers. We've wounded those guys down. And that's pretty much it. Oh, we killed 1 biker over there. That's pretty much it. So now into the charge phase. Scorpions are going to charge these guys. I believe that's all the charges I can do.
Avatar, want to try?
Well, against those, yeah, the Avatar might try. So Hail Mary, but he might try. So at the end of my combat, the Avatar killed those guys. These guys killed 2 of these. He's down to 1 wound, and he killed 1 back in return. We're on to Mark's turn 1 now, and here comes the onslaught. Right, so Mark's turn 1 movement. I unfortunately moved forward. These guys came out. Well, I think they came out first, then I moved forward. So they're going to charge into here. This guy came forward from over here. These guys shoot me forward. They jumped out. They jumped out first and moved, and then they moved forward. All these guys came around. It's going to be a slobber knocker, I think. I'm going to go into Mark's shooting phase now. Okay, so Mark's shooting phase was... I thought it was okay. Killed the Wraith Lord and the Spirit Seer. A Guardian and 1 Scorpion died from the explosion of the Wraith Lord. Took the Avatar down to 5 wounds. And killed a Scorpion over here. So now onto Mark's charge phase.
Charge.
I don't know what that is.
I'm looking at the Avatar. There's no point in charge. I don't have a CP for tank shock, which is what I might have done to try to take some more wounds off him. So it's just this one here. Yeah. Fine.
I see that one and I was thinking, oh, go on, give me a double one, that would be brilliant. Okay.
You hold 1.
So Mark's combat,
or 2.
as predicted, destroyed those out. So onto my turn 2. Okay, so my movement phase. Waves up, moved round. Well, before it moved, Banshees jumped out, moved over here. This moved round, they stayed still. Death Jester moved forward. They came through the ruins, ready to start blasting away. Avatar stay still. Scorpions came through the wood, through the building, got overwatched, and to just 3 guys left. These guys done a flicker jump over, ready to start microfilament everyone. Right, so into my shooting phase. Right, so my shooting phase was very eventful. Killed these guys with microfilament from the spiders. Killed the Sikatar, the other Sikatar, and finally killed those guys. Those guys were tougher to kill than the 2 tanks.
Yeah, they're not easy.
Into my charge phase. Banshees are going to charge Punk Rockers. Scorpion's going to charge the Unit Boys. Avatar's going to try and charge the Sikatar. It's a big charge, but...
It's Sagittar.
Right, so after combat, the Witches done absolutely fantastic. They killed 2, one's on a wound, and then they just slaughtered them back.
Killed 3, but one's on a wound.
Yeah, just slaughtered them back because they fight on death. Avatar destroyed the vehicle, and the Scorpions took that unit down to 1 guy. Those guys are so annoying. They're just.
It's for there to do.
Anyway, on to Mark's turn 2.
So marked for death. Cool, grand.
Okay, so Mark's movement phase. These all come forward because the Avatar vacated forward to take on stuff. They've taken the objective. this man fell back out of combat, ready for them to mow the scorpions down. These guys come around to deal with the avatar. He's come around to do the scorpions. These come forward. These guys came round. I did Overwatch and killed one, wounded one, but that's it. I'm going to go into Mark's shooting phase now. Right, so Mark's shooting phase was very eventful. Wipes out the avatar. Killed the warp spiders. Just from the land fortress, wasn't it? I think they pinged him down to 1 wound.
Yeah.
And then the land fortress finished all that off. These guys killed all these guys. These guys came through and charged, destroyed the Viper in combat, and when it's there, it's now my turn 3. It's not looking very good. What's the current scores there, Mark?
I got Aerie Denial finally, and then Mark for Death. So, who's your recover assets?
It was those guys there, yeah.
So you won't get recover assets
No.
now. Assassination you won't get. Select mission. So I got Aerie Denial for 5. Mark for Death. I killed one of the units. So it's now 20-25 going into your turn 3. You'll get a CP. I'll get a CP. I spent an extra one a turn. And you'll hold no objectives.
Nothing.
Cool. So it's 20-25. Yeah. And you still have assassination, recover assets.
Yeah.
And 4 CP.
Right, so my shooting phase was very uneventful. Charges? No, I don't think I should charge anything really.
Okay.
No, there's no charges.
Cool.
On to your turn 3.
Okay, so you control this objective here.
It's time for you to table me now, Mark.
Yeah, I control 2 objectives. So take and hold 2. And then my missions are defend stronghold and cull the horde. You don't qualify for cull the horde, so containment, battlefield edges.
Yes, but so you got 1 unit that's already there, 2 units that can be there. There's 1 here and 1 there.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna yeah.
And you got this unit as well. You could move back and stop blast away.
That's sticky. I have to do a battle shock test on him. He fails.
No, it's passed.
What?
It's passed. Oh no, so
he fails, but I still control that objective, so he still stickies that objective.
Okay.
He has to be on something that I control. So cool. Defense strong.
Okay.
And then everything else is going in here. So 2 going into the front. D6 shots. Is 7.
This is anti-vehicle 2+, right?
Yeah.
With death wounds, right?
No.
Okay.
AP 2. This, and then 2s. So 6 wounds. AP 2.
That's definitely 3 for
So 6 damage.
Ooh.
How many wounds does it have? Large.
So 19 shots into the rest of the Guardian squad, yeah? Ooh.
There's 3s and 2s. A lot of ones. Cool. AP2, you have cover. So AP1.
How many is it?
10. So 5 ups. 2 damage each.
I need 6s.
You need 5s. There's AP2 and you have
okay.
cover. So that kills 7.
There's 1 Guardian left.
Okay. Activating into the squad.
You're shooting everything into him.
Yeah. I don't have any other targets. So this is the bolt cannons. So sustained hits. 1. 2s. twin linked. So that is. I don't think I'm going to shoot my other stuff. 10 AP1, 2 damage.
Guardian first. AP minus 2, yeah?
AP1.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. Wounds.
Okay.
So the Warlock has 2 wounds.
Oh.
And the Eldari has 5 wounds. So.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 go through.
Okay, so that's all of them dead.
No. The Warlock has 2.
Yeah.
Oh, the 2 damage piece, aren't they?
Piece.
Yeah. Damn. That's that squad.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Then these guys will just lash everything into the thing over there. So these are the autocannons.
Wave Serpent.
This is the Wave Serpent.
Is that sustained hit?
They're not sustained hits on these, I don't think. Strength 7.
There's
1 wound.
Toughness 9.
AP1.
So 4 up. Yep.
Fine. And then the Hylas cannon. All miss.
Ooh.
Got very excited. Cool.
This guy?
Yeah, so he'll put his bolt cannons into them. All hit. And then twin linked. Cool. 3 wounds, AP1.
The 2 go through.
1 goes through. You're on cover.
Okay.
2 damage. And then the lasers. So that's sustained hit C3.
Another 3.
4. 3s. 2. AP3. Then to AP2. So 5 ups.
No, damage.
D6. 10 damage.
No. Does he explode? No.
Cool.
So it's just 3 guys, 3 fire dragons, and Fagin
I'm
left.
going to play the strat for the shootiness into them for the sustained hits. It'll be sustained hits 1 because you only have 1 pain token on you.
Okay. This is like the 40 odd dice, right?
Yeah. I don't get blast anymore. I should have done the shooting before I got counter dice.
The 27 shots, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. This is 2s. 6s are sustained.
Dear me. I see one. I see 2 6s.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then this is 3s. 6s are dev.
Oh dear me. Damage on them.
1 each.
Right, so that's the squad dead.
That's 5 dev wounds. They get applied at the end.
Yeah, sorry. It's me getting eager.
Yeah.
There's another 2 dead.
Yeah. So then those
Are normal wounds.
are normal wounds. Because it actually affects how many go into wave.
Yeah. I only thought about it just a second ago, yeah.
You have 3 guys left there, do you?
Yeah. How many normal wounds?
6, 9 normal wounds.
AP?
Nothing.
So 3 up. 2 go through.
Okay. So that means there's those 2 go through. Do they go through at the end of the entire shooting phase, or is it just at the end of the
Armour saving.
armor saving?
Right, so that killed the unit, and Fagin stood back up on the 2+. I think that's about it now.
And I can't I can't shoot him again. So
I know, because he stands up at the end of the phase,
that's
yeah.
phase. Okay, so I'll charge the Sagittar.
Into him.
No, so I'll charge that squad into him, and it would be a 8. Yeah.
Oh, they love it.
Okay, so they kill him, and that's the game.
Yeah. That was very close.
There was points there, yeah. But when the Avatar died, it kind of just like I was able to focus things on other stuff,
Yeah.
and then suddenly it wasn't.
I should have got the fire dragons out quicker, but I was being cautious with the.
Yeah, I would have gotten the. So when you were there, you actually had the range for the fire dragons to get out here that turn and stand inside this wall. When the banshees got out, the fire dragons could have gotten out at the same time. The banshees could have charged to here. Then the fire dragons could have gotten out, and the fire dragons could have nuked the land fortress at that point. And when that would have happened, then this whole wing wouldn't have had the ability to deal with the avatar coming
and the spiders,
and the spiders. So then the avatar comes in and kills everything, and then I just don't have the ability to do everything. But by you holding off with the fire dragons, I could compartmentalize the battle, deal with this, and then go over and deal with that and deal with that.
Because the plan was to get the fire dragons on the central objective.
Yeah.
And then
it's about risk saturation, and like you're trying to do one thing at a time, where really you have to try to like
throw all your eggs in a basket and run for it.
No, it's not throwing. You are throwing all your eggs in the basket. You're putting everything into one area. And then leaving everything else to be able to interact. So I can just be like, he's only doing this right now, so I'll deal with this. Yeah. And then I'll go and deal with that. Where if you like fuck a load of stuff into one area, and if you attack in two wings at the same time, like bringing the scorpions up here and not charging turn one, meant I could kind of stage and get things in position so that when they did come through the wall, I could just do it.
I think the Scorpions were missing their Thing Sword this game.
Missing which?
Their Thing Sword, Karandras.
Yeah, I think Karandras adds a lot to them.
Anyway, it was a good game.
It was.
Good to see the Votann on the table again.
Yeah.
Right. That was a really nice game. Every game's always great when I play against Mark. But it was a nice game in the sense that it wasn't a heavy... let's go with, stuff just swamping everywhere, and it was quite a relaxing game, I felt anyway. All the games are relaxing and enjoyable, but just for me, this was like just mellowed and it was nice. Now, totally delighted with the Avatar. One Rampage. I don't know if I overstretched him going after the last Sagitar that he went for. I kept pronouncing that wrong in the middle of the game. I don't know, because he was down to like 5 wounds. He didn't really have many options, so I just said, keep going forward with what we want to do. I think the only thing I did wrong, there's 2 things I think I did wrong. When I moved, instead of moving my first turn, I should have moved the Guardians with the Warlock and, Uthran straight out of the ruins and start pushing on that middle objective and start putting pressure on it. I held back on them for a turn and then moved them forward. I should have just pushed up on them. And as Mark said to me, when I let the Banshees out from the Wave Serpent and went over towards the Mohawk guys, I should have brought the Fire Dragons to sit behind them. The Fire Dragons then just start popping shots to start with the Banshees and shoot the Mohawk guys. So you don't do too much damage to them, then maybe pop up 1 or 2 Fire Dragon shots into them, and the rest of them just start pestering the Hexen Land Fortress. And he said to me, if I would have crashed that and destroyed that, which could have been possible with Fire Dragons, it would have been a lot of pressure on him that side. But look, I had a plan to get into the middle of the table, and he dropped those annoying guys down behind. They sort of plan just whiffed off a little bit, but 90% of my plan I did. It's just, I think it was 25-20 at one point, so it wasn't much in it. And then as soon as the Avatar went down, everything else just started falling apart after that. But look, the Avatar tanked a lot of damage for 2 turns basically. So never leave home without him. If you collect Aeldari, or you're starting to collect Aeldari, and you don't have an Avatar model yet, you need to get yourself one. He's actually brilliant on table, absolutely brilliant. I might even do a review on his data card on Wednesday, because he's absolutely fantastic model. And I've done a Let's Build for him on the channel, and he's been painted up on the channel as well, so you can, if you like the way that my one's done, you can just follow some very simple steps to follow, the same sort of way. Now, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you're seeing this for the first time, hit the subscribe button because it costs you nothing. Absolutely nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube to this video of more and more people, which just makes this amazing community of you guys grow even more. Absolutely even more. I think the channel's on 971, I think it is now. Or 971. Which is, guys, a massive thank you to all of you for subscribing and watching the videos and commenting all the time. It means a lot to me. And it pushes me closer and closer to being able to do this every day for you guys. And I know I produce a lot of videos every week, but it means I'll be able to get more out for you guys. More painting videos, more let's builds, you know, battle reports, more terrain videos because I've had more time to get stuff done. But I have more time to get stuff done that I need to do off camera, and then there will be nothing to do off camera, and then I can actually spend more time doing that sort of stuff. So guys, anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the buttons for me. Until next time, take it easy.